Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 157 and today is a very exciting day because tomorrow I am going to be heading off to the Philippines. Now, at the time that you're watching this, it will actually be 2 days before I come back from the Philippines. So we're doing some time traveling here, but I am really excited, but also stressing out just a tiny bit because, as with all people who do YouTube about to go on holiday, it's a crazy time. You can't relax before you go on holiday if you create YouTube videos for a living, because you need to make sure that your backlog of YouTube videos that you've just spent the past couple of weeks pre-recording, doing like two or three times as many videos as you normally would a week, you need to make sure that those backlogged videos are all edited. They're all scheduled, they've all got their descriptions, their titles, their thumbnails and everything like that, and you need to make sure that that's perfect before you leave, because if they're not, then everything is going to go totally wrong. So I think it's safe to say that I'm pretty stressed out. But it's a good kind of stress. It's like an excited stress. I'm really excited, but also really stressed. Anyway, first things first, for today's Hermitcraft episode is we're actually going to grab ourselves a whole bunch of potatoes and we're going to chuck them in with our villagers, because it has been ages since I have fed these guys in the villager breeder, and oh, by the look of things, they've actually been producing some dudes. Oh look, we've got a whole bunch of them. Okay, what I'll do is I'll chuck these in here so they'll go straight up to the top, and these guys should start breeding again. And then I guess, yeah, we need to activate this thing and start clearing out some villagers. Oh, we want that. If on villager will be kept. Okay, good. We got ourselves a brown coat. There has been a crazy ticking noise in this place for ages, and I never knew what it... Is that my dog? Or is that a dog that's just spawned? Oh, you know what I think that might be? Do you reckon he spawned on that dirt there? Where have I ended up here? Oh, I've just realised because I'm uploading a video, the elytras really don't work. And it's not because I'm eating bread. People always say it's because I'm eating bread. Look. The elytra just activate, then deactivate, then activate, then deactivate, and you have to wait for it. Anyway, our backlog of villagers has all been cleared out, apart from this one nitwit that's left. So let's take a look at who we actually got. So I think this guy, okay, he's not new. I don't actually know which ones are new. I think it's these guys. So you got a cartographer, a cartographer, a librarian with depth strider 1, feather falling 2. Ooh. Oh. We had him before. He's been there all along. What's this guy all about? Flame. Not exactly the best selection of villagers right there. So we're going to leave that for the time being, let them breed, and then we can come back to that at the end of the video. But before we do anything, I think I've heard that certain hermits have been playing this game. Now, obviously, as I say, some time travel is involved here. I'm going to chuck those in there just for the time being. Wow! I am nailing it! 22.17 seconds for me, Exuma 30.5 seconds, False 56 seconds. Wow. Okay, I mean, that, I don't know what to say on that one other than that, yeah. I mean, you can have another go, False, if you want to. You can have multiple goes. You can have as many goes as you like if you do want to improve that time. But I'm just happy to see that the hermits are playing it. The only thing that I will say is that I've been reading through your comments, and a lot of you have been saying that it's not particularly clear where you should be going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a handful of little markers. Sorry, I'm doing really well here. Okay, that's ruined it. I'm going to add in a handful of markers that tell the hermits exactly the hoop number, essentially, of what they're flying through. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that looks cool. They're going to look quite big once you start getting into double digits. But yeah, that seems like a good way to go. So the first few have been completed. We have got 1, that's 2, and without me crashing, we have then got 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 right there. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because I was trying to work out how to do this, because obviously we can't do any horizontal signs because we have concrete powder in the sign, so it would just drop out. So I was thinking maybe we have the 8 on that wall there, then obviously 9, 10, that's easy. Then on this one, I suppose we stand it up like that. So over there. And then the ones underwater, I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Now we've reached this point, which is underwater, and that is, yeah, that's tricky in terms of direction, because I can't exactly put the big cards up, and it's not really obvious where to go, other than, obviously, this should give you a good idea. The fact that the course clearly travels off in this direction, you can see from what's going on above, but I think what I might do is I might block off all the other directions. So if we block off this way and this way, right the way down to the bottom, it'll be pretty clear to the hermits that you have to travel this way. And you'll be able to see that. I wonder if you'll be able to see that. I mean, I would have thought everyone will have Aqua Affinity on their helmet, surely. I also thought, now that we've done that section over there, that it would probably be a good idea to do a tiny bit, not too much, but a tiny bit of decoration to this little hole through the landscape. So I thought just stone slabs on the top. They're all done. Maybe some sea lanterns in there just to brighten it up. But also stone slabs on the floor. And then maybe some white concrete in the wall. I also think, now that our little tunnel is all filled in, so I couldn't think of how I was going to put like a digit on this. Because this is technically a ring that you have to travel through. But maybe, just to make it clearer as well for the hermits, it could be good to place one around about here. I wonder how visible this is going to be. Probably not that visible, because I can't see anything right now. Well, Mr. Cub Fan has just come through out of the sky, and he seems to... the most recent member of the 5K Club. Oh, no way! Oh, fantastic! I don't know what that means. Awesome! I have no clue. Is that 5,000? Is that 5,000 blocks traveled? I don't know what that means. Yep, turns out it is. Yeah, I think I've traveled 5,000 kilometers. I think that's what that is. So that's like 5 million meters. And I just ticked over, I'm guessing, just then. And Cubvan witnessed that very moment there. And he has given me some lovely elite... Oh, thank you so much. That's really made my day. I don't know why. Finally, all of these signs are now done. That has taken, surprisingly, a lot longer than I was expecting right there. I mean, you would have thought just placing little numbers above each one of these hoops would be quite quick. Would be quite a quick and easy job. But no, it turns out it's not really the case. And especially the bits that are underwater, they're extra specially difficult. But now that we are done, the course should hopefully be a little bit clearer for all of the hermits. So I'm trying my best to demonstrate. You can see 10, 11, that's number 12 there. Then we've got 13, 14, and then finally 15. Woo, I thought we were gonna die then. That was close. So yeah, there is all 15. That should make life simple. And now we're actually done here. Oh no, there's one more thing. Now this is something that I actually mentioned in a previous episode of Hermitcraft, but completely forgot about, and that is the fact that I wanted to make a map of the flight course to put up on the entrance area, so A, people knew where to go, but B, just so that it looked cool. Now where on earth... How did you make a map again? Part of me feels like I have empty... Nope, those are the mumbo jumbo ones. Do I have an empty map somewhere? I do have empty maps somewhere. That's actually incredibly useful. For some reason, I knew I had some. Now, I'm hoping, and I'm not holding out too much hope here, but I'm hoping that if I just stand right in the center here... I knew it. I knew it would be a difficult one. That is... I can't even think of... Where do I even need to go there? So that is literally, we have captured like one tiny bit of this area. And then if we go over here, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so does that capture the whole course? I suppose it could have been worse. I also like the fact that you can see the numbers there. That's really cool. Anyway, yeah, let's get these up in some item frames. And there we go. I think that does the trick, just about. You can see what's going on, obviously. It's not... For some reason, I thought that this map would be a little bit bigger. You'd be able to see this a little bit larger in there. But that's good enough. Okay, right. I'm done here. Let's move back over to my base. We've got some things to do. What I want to do today is we're going to head over to the town once again because this place is looking... I'm really impressed by how far we've come with it. Look, we only have this much left. We might actually have to expand the town at some point because I do have some plans and I'm going to discuss those soon, later on in the episode. But for now, there's a bunch of cleanup operations that I really need to do in this place because, you know, we've been working over here for like the past couple months or so, on and off. And when I work on something on and off, much like how I cook, I tend to just leave everything scattered everywhere and think, oh, I'll come back and I'll clean that up in a little bit. And then I don't. And it's just kind of left. So I think first things first, we have really got to clean up this place. Yep, that's on fire, but it's meant to be. I mean, look at this place. That is a monstrous creeper hole that's just been left. I remember when that exploded. That was months ago. Right, I think for the most part, we're fully cleaned up. There's a few chests dotted around, but we're going to be using that chest actually in today's episode. So we're going to leave that. My wood little thing can go in here. That chest over there is still being used as well. A lot of the chests are still being used because they store a lot of the resources that we need for the town. So they're going to be sticking around. But in terms of actual issues with this place, I think I've got all of them. So, onto the project that I actually want to work on, which is the interior of our factory that we've created. Now, I guess the first thing that I should do is actually place in the blocks that are going in these holes because... I mean, clearly I've forgotten to do some of this build. But also, yeah, we want to do the interior, and I have absolutely no clue how I'm going to do it. Like, absolutely none. Right, so first things first, I have got myself set up with a floor. That seemed like a good place to go. And I've gone for stone slabs. A, because, as you guys know, I really like stone slabs. But more importantly, B, because it's quite industrial. I think for the inside of this place, I'm actually going to leave it be quite tall. I might... Oh, I've come up with an idea. So, we'll create like a platform up here with bars around it. Because that's where... You know, it's like a two... So you have like the work floor. And then up here, we'll have a platform with a hole in it. And then people can stand on that platform and look down at us. I guess like the factory directors, they can make sure that we're doing everything properly. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense in my head. I've never worked in a factory, I don't know if you can tell. Things are going okay so far, I would say. Okay, so I'm going to fill it. I filled in all the stone bricks in there. I'm also going to fill in those stone bricks up at the top. We keep running out of stone, though. That's the one thing. I seem to have next to none of that on the Hermitcraft server anymore. So I need to grab some more of that. But then we can start building in some machinery. I have no clue what that machinery is going to be looking like, though. I really don't know what to do in terms of machinery. I mean, I'm thinking maybe some assembly tables out round here. So that's going to wrap around like that and then go around like that. Maybe it would be better to use wood. I feel like you wouldn't have a stone brick table. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is so difficult. Okay, I've come up with this idea to create kind of like a, I guess you could say a conveyor belt type thing. So that runs across like this. And that is going to be transporting, I'm assuming, kind of redstone supplies. And then off in this area, once again, I'm really struggling here. Really struggling. Maybe some big vats? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I think I've come up with an idea. I think this looks okay. I mean, considering this isn't something we're really going to be visiting too often. In fact, I can't imagine we're going to be here at all, really. Just having this interior for the factory with this little redstone things, tables, little conveyor belt, I'd say that probably does the trick. The only thing that I will say is that I feel like we could maybe do a better job of lights. So if we remove the torches and maybe replace them with sea lanterns. What would look best there? I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what would look quite cool? Is if we ran some iron bars across, which I actually do have some iron bars here. If we extend these bricks up and then place some iron bars kind of running across here and then suspend these sea lanterns down from it as if they're like strip lights. Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? We're in a factory, so that does make sense. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, factory completed. All done, all dusted, all looking good. The exterior is completed. The interior is now done. I'm really, really happy with this place. I think for now, I just want to go and play some games. Let's go shred some games for a little bit. Now, the game that I really want to shred is Duck Hunt. I know that there is a Duck Hunt minigame somewhere around here. And I'm fairly certain I've lost it now. I found it the other day. So this goes around here. I'm so disorientated. Okay, so that's my maze. What are all these games? Because there's lots of games that have been popping up. Hungry Hermits. Okay, so that one's been there for a long time. Here it is. Okay, finally. Alright, we got there. So, I'm very interested to see how well we can do on this one. So we have a book, we have our bow, but I feel like I should actually use one of these bows because right now mine's running a little bit low on durability and I don't want to run out. So I guess do we just stand here? Does it run for a certain length of time? Should I read the instructions? Is there an instructions? High scores, Rendog, none. So that's not so helpful. How to play, pick. Is it working? I mean, I'm assuming it's working. Let's just give it a go. Okay. Okay, that's not great. That's a little bit better. You know, I'm getting quite good at this. Okay, missed. There we go. It's all about aiming at the middle and hoping for the best. So I've run out of... Okay, so then... Oh, I see. Oh, that's a smart idea. Oh, okay. Wait. So does it just keep running? Alright, I'm a little bit lost on that one, I'll be totally honest. I don't know how to put my final score in there. Okay, so after that, I'm curious to see what people have been getting on my games, if anyone's played the other ones. That's not the best of signs. It looks like... So False has been playing a lot of the games here. So I'm still doing best in all my own games. I know that's a little bit cheaty, I suppose. But I'm interested to see what's gone wrong with the score. You know what? Let's play this and see what happens. So if we start up the game... Okay, missed. Oh, that was... I nailed that one. And that one. I would have nailed that one if it was that one. Look at this accuracy. I'm never normally this accurate. Okay, now we just get... This is... God. Oh, I hate this game. Okay, so yeah, so False, you did actually score one that I couldn't remember what I used as my score points, and it looks like I used that. So yeah, that is the score that you got. Oh, I definitely got that one. Oh. Okay. I've opened my chest. That was a good one. Alright, so in the end, I got 4. Is that it? I got 4 points in total. I mean, that's... This game's really hard, but I suppose I should record this. Now, I know a lot of you have been asking me to play some of the other games in the district, but most of them are 2-player, which is really cool, so I'm going to have to find another hermit to play the games with. But for the time being, that is all the shredding of games that I think I'm going to do in today's episode. I'm going to quickly head back to the base to just do something real fast. Zedaf, you need to sort this out, man! You need to sort this out! You need to sort this out, man! That is not on! We can't be having ghasts spawn in this area so frequently. I've almost died so many times. And I'm sorry, but I mean, I can't really repair your path. Oh, that does the trick. You know what? I'm going back through. I'm flying back to my base. Because I wanted to see how well my villagers have been breeding, and the answer is not that well. I've transported across one brown coat who's a Fletcher, which isn't really that great. This guy's a farmer though, which is quite interesting, so he could have some decent trades on him. But no, for the entire episode I've realised I have been working in an area that unloads these guys, which means that they haven't really been doing too much breeding. There are some babies in there, I'm guessing from when I pop over to my base and pick up resources, but for the most part, yeah, they've been totally unloaded. So on that rather disappointing note, it's time to end today's Hermitcraft episode. I have got so much packing and so much editing to do before I go on my holiday. But the weird thing is, when you're watching this, I will be finishing my holiday and I'll be about to come back to England to start recording videos again. And on that note, we are going back to the original schedule. Obviously, while I've been away on holiday, I've reduced the videos per week, so the schedule's changed a little bit. But from this episode onwards, we're going back to the old schedule of Tuesday being Redstone, Wednesday being Hermitcraft, Thursday being Redstone, Friday being Hermitcraft, Saturday being Redstone, Sunday being Hermitcraft. So back to 6 videos a week, so you can look forward to that once I return. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.